John, thanks for coming across. You left it late, as we heard in the commentary there, to get your point. What are the feelings on the performance and whether that point is what you deserve from the game? Could it have been more even?
Well, I think, we started off really well. We controlled the game for the first 15 minutes, 20 minutes and looked quite comfortable. And we give them a couple of chances of our own making, to be honest. And Colin's made a good save. We've had a couple of chances of our own that we felt we should have took. And, I think we possibly just shaded the first half. Second half, they were a lot better. And I think the game's boiled down to both teams had an excellent 15-minute spell and scored at the end of that 15 minutes. They'd missed a couple of really good chances. And then they finally bundled one over the line from the corner. But, we're disappointed we give the ball away ourselves in our own half with a free kick, which would have relieved the pressure that they was mounting. And so we were disappointed with that. And then, we've come into our players at the end of the game and we've spoke to them about we shouldn't really need the opposition to score to spark us into life. And that was the case. And as soon as they scored, we grasped the metal, and I thought we were comfortable with the better side after that then. And, missed a couple of really good chances. Should have had a penalty. And then, we popped up with a good header at the back post by Yuzi from a corner. But, the one thing, I can be critical of my players because, they know how high the standards I set, and they set their own standards quite high. And I can be critical, but the one thing I can never criticise them for is their appetite or their heart or their attitude. They show, every week they show amazing character. Whether they win, lose or draw, they have a go, they give it their all. I just wish they'd think a little bit more. I think that's the one thing that's letting us down at the moment, our thought process.
How much are they having to learn on the job, as it were, out there on the pitch in competitive games?
Well, you're getting new players into the team as well, and it takes a little bit of time to gel and gel to a certain system. When we get it right, we look very good, to be fair, and we do pass it well. When we get it wrong, we also look very, very wrong. So, it's still a work in progress, but as I said, you'd be worried if you didn't have players with heart. That wouldn't bode well for the season if they didn't show the character. If they went under at the first sign of adversity, you'd be worried. But not with these lads. They'll give it their all. And I must say a special mention to the fans today because they were absolutely fantastic. And I think that was the reason why we got the good start. The noise they made in the first 20 minutes was brilliant, and I know the players appreciate that. And they kept going with our lads right to the end. And I don't think anyone can begrudge us a point on the whole balance of the game. It's just that it seemed a bit strange that they had a good spell and then stopped, and then that allowed us to have a good spell.
You brought Michael Ehegwe in ahead of this game, elected to put him straight in. That's never an easy thing for anyone, is it? What did you make of him going straight into the Lions Den 24 hours after signing?
I thought he had a really good game. It was very, very harsh on Ben. And I had a good chat with Ben. Ben's still got a big part to play in what we do this season. But I've got to make tough decisions. What I think's right for the team and right for the club. And on this occasion, I thought it was right to put Michael in there, and I thought he did really well. He attacked the ball really well in both boxes. He must have headed the ball about 25 times today. And you can see there's flashes there. You can see what a good player Ross Sykes is going to be. And there's going to be a little bit of flaws in his game because he hasn't played a lot of football and he's lacking experience. But once he gets that under his belt, you can see the class in him, and he could go a long way, Ross.
Squad-wise, how happy are you? You've got the loan deadline looming at the end of the week. You've done a bit of business already.
Well, if I don't get what I need at the moment, I'm going to have to take this fella next to me. I have to take Brett.
It's not that bad, is it?
well, I'm drawing blanks at the moment with the strikers, and I'm just waiting for other teams to get players in. So I've identified what I want. I've got to wait for the other clubs to identify what they want, and that's the frustrating thing. But as Danny knows, the amount he always gets his man done.
And I guess you've strengthened the other areas that you were looking at and have been looking at for some time. It is fairly obvious, isn't it, that although Zanzala came off the bench today, Mangan came off the bench today, you need somebody else up there to help Billy Keogh.
Of course we do. But I tracked Michael Ehegwe for 6 weeks, so that's not like an overnight media thing. I've been waiting on him, so I finally got him, and I'm pleased with that. And I think you're always better off trying to wait out for you to get the ones that you want. And if you want any evidence of that, just look at Liverpool with Van Dijk. You know, they could have just said, okay, well, I'm not going to get him and get somebody else who's inferior. And they've waited and got the best, so that's what we've got to try and do.
And just lastly, you won Tuesday at Oxford, you've got a point here today, 4 away points in a week. Does that constitute a decent week for you?
You'd have to say so, you know. And don't forget, they've had a home game in midweek. We've had a long trip. Not getting back till 3 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday morning. So there was a lot of tired legs out there, but as I said, you can't fault their efforts or the guts or the determination, and you could see when the goal went in how much it meant to everybody and the way we celebrated.